Thanksgiving is nearly here, and we know so many people are excited to fill up their plates. From turkey to mac and cheese, Americans typically eat between 2,000 and 3,000 calories just during that meal. But experts say you don't need to sacrifice your health to enjoy a delicious dinner with your family and your friends. We're joined by Dr. David Ruzicka with Priority Health to talk about this because so many people might get a little nervous heading into the holiday. But why is it important to kind of approach Thanksgiving more with a mindset of balance rather than restricting ourselves?
Yeah, if we tend to overly restrict, that's when we can sometimes get even a sense of self-loathing or feel very anxious about coming into what I may eat. And so it can be somewhat counterproductive if we say, I'm going to just really stick to a strict diet and not indulge. We want to practice that mindful indulgence. Allow yourself, but not overdo.
Yeah, and because then you might feel the guilt. If you do maybe eat a little bit more than what you think, then you have to deal with the consequences for your mental health.
Correct, can be very counterproductive.
Yeah,
for sure.
So what can we do to maybe have a healthier Thanksgiving? I mean, you can still enjoy, the meal, but maybe use some moderation.
Absolutely. So think about substitutions. So we can do some things even in preparation where we're being a little bit mindful of what is the sugar content of things, what is the calorie content of things, and maybe even do some substitutions for culinary. So using things like yogurt instead of sour cream in some of the dips and dressings. Decrease the sugar content, or maybe even use some sugar substitutes. There's something called monk fruit that you can use, or agave. It's got a lower glycemic index. Just be mindful of those. It might change the taste a little bit, or it might not cook as exactly as if you were using the real substance.
Yeah, those are all good additions. And obviously maybe start with some protein on your plate, focus on fiber.
Yeah, fill half your plate up with good nutritious. So fresh fruits and veggies if you can. Hopefully limit the cheese and limit the heavy dressings. And so at least you have a balanced plate, and go into that meal already somewhat full. So go into that meal with water. So, drink a fair amount of water to kind of fill your stomach up, preferably non-carbonated, non-caffeinated, and that way you can kind of move into that meal already feeling a sense of fullness.
Yeah, and as we said, I mean, that meal could account for the calories of your whole daily intake. So any tips for meals the rest of the day to kind of balance things out?
Yeah, and we'd also say maybe do a little bit of activity. So get out and do something. Enjoy something with the family. Depending on the weather, you might want to get outside and try and throw a football around or take a walk. Our family actually, we would go bowling after the holiday.
Idea.
Right? So do something that's going to be an active rather than just eating, sitting in front of the TV, and then eating again, right? And so
don't give in to that turkey coma. That's what you're saying, right?
Well, again, mindful indulgence. Yes.
Okay. You want to sleep on the couch, maybe watch the Lions, but balance it. Go for a walk later or something.
Correct.
All right, Dr. Ruzicka, thank you so much. Of course, you can find more resources. Priority Health will link that in this article. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We'll be right back after this.